English for Kids.
It's story time once again, here on Let's Say English for Kids Story Time. Our story for today is about a lovely princess who had a hard time falling asleep in spite of the 20 soft mattresses on the bed. Here are the words you need to help you enjoy the story even more. With charm and confidence, pure and elegant, loveliest dresses, finest food, gourmet food, fluffy mattresses, luxurious mattress, peak, pour down, servant, peas or pea. The title of the story is The Princess and the Pea. Once upon a time, there was a powerful queen who was used to getting what she wanted. She accepted nothing less than the best, and she wanted nothing but the finest for her only son. She only made him wear the finest suits, fed him gourmet food, and get the smartest teachers in all the land to educate him. So, when it was time for him to be married, she told him, "A prince must be married to a real princess." She told him as he listened carefully. "A real princess is not just the daughter of a king and a queen. A real princess is pure and elegant and eats only the finest food. She is well educated and reads only the greatest books and poems. She wears the loveliest dresses. She carries herself with charm and confidence," continued the queen. With that, the prince set off with his servants in search of his princess. He traveled all around the world to find one, but nowhere could he get what he wanted. There were princesses enough, but it was difficult to find out whether they were real ones. So he came home again, and he was sad. One evening, a terrible storm came. There was thunder and lightning, and the rain poured down heavily. Suddenly, a knocking was heard at the big gate. And the servant went to open it. There was a lady standing out there in front of the gate. But, good gracious, what a sight the rain and the wind had made her look! The water ran down from her hair and clothes. It also ran down to her shoes. Her clothes were soaking wet and dirty, and yet she said that she was a real princess. The prince was so excited to learn about the visitor. He ran to tell his mother what happened. However, his mother believed that she was not a real princess. The queen could see that her son had already fallen for the girl, so she quickly made a plan to get rid of her. She decided to test the lady. She ordered the servants to place 20 of the fluffiest, most luxurious feather mattresses in the guest tower. She took a single uncooked pea and put it right in the middle of the bed. Meanwhile, the prince showed the guest the room where she would stay and where she needed a ladder to get on the bed. In the morning, the prince went into the dining hall and peeked inside to get a look at the guest. The lady looked terrible. She had dark circles around her eyes and was sipping a cup of tea. I am so tired. Please don't tell the prince that the bed is awful. I felt like there was a brick inside it. I didn't sleep a wink all night, said the princess. The prince knew right away that she was a real princess because she was uncomfortable all night and had felt the pee on the bed even if there were already 20 fluffy mattresses on it. The prince rushed over to her side, knelt before her, and asked her to marry him. The princess looked shocked, but since she had also fallen in love with the prince, she smiled and said, "Yes, I will marry you, as long as I don't have to sleep on that bed ever again." The next day after, the princess got a good night's sleep without a pea to disturb her. The prince and the princess were married, and they lived happily ever after. The end. More stories are coming up soon, here on Let's Say English for Kids Storytime.